We're getting ready to leave Bodrum, and we're waiting for some help because tied in. Our boat is so small compared to the others that park here that we had to use our own rope to tie to the phone line. So we're waiting for someone to come untie that for us, and then we'll be on. We'll go get some gas, get our Blackwater tanks pumped out, and head south. We got some winds coming in and find a nice anchorage to hunker in.
So we just pulled into this anchorage. Absolutely gorgeous. It's like the only thing I could hear is birds and other things, and the water is so clear. I got the wetsuit on and had a little swim, and oh, it was so pretty. Being able to see the bottom of the boat, the top of the water, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll give you a view of the bay here.
So, our night last night was very peaceful because we had a little, we were in a bay that was protected from the waves. And so, yeah, but we're moving to a different one because there's no Wi-Fi connection there. So we're moving. Because we all agreed on it, because apparently...
You guys all agreed on it. I'm okay with it.
Because we all are okay with it. So, yeah, hooray for Wi-Fi. That is not true, Dad.
Digital addict.
Not true. We just like Wi-Fi a lot. We left the bay and, went to go see if the other anchorage next to it was any better. But it wasn't. It's wavier and windier there, so we decided to come back. But like Maddie was saying, we don't have internet in the bay, so we're just sitting outside of the bay right now, just floating to finish downloading some stuff. So we're just out here,
So we're back in the original bay. The second one we went to check out wasn't quite exactly better, and this one's much smoother. So we're gonna get the dinghy down and go explore a little bit. And so I'll be helping Vince. He's up there.
Color of this water is absolutely stunning. You can see the sandy bottom, so it's like a deep blue. It's beautiful. We're gonna go explore the shoreline, see if we can. I saw some ducks over there sitting on the shore, and we're gonna see if we can see some starfish, maybe a little octopus or something, and clean up the beach a little bit. We're gonna take a couple trash bags and clean up some trash off the beach. So we're still hiding here in this beautiful bay. Yesterday we did some exploring in the dinghy. Today you can see the whitecaps. I want to show you how much the anchor is working, and we've just got a 30 pound, I think it's 30 pound Delta anchor, but the chain is pulling so tight in these winds. It's been up to 32 knots so far, so we'll go out there and show you. It is blowing out there. I'm so glad we're in this bay right now.
What kinds of words could you compliment someone with that might give them an extra boost of energy or joy?
What do soccer smells like?
Oh,
You're amazing.
yeah. How about you, Maddie?
You can see this is the path that our boat keeps swinging because the anchor pivot point is up here. And as long as that arc stays the same and we don't leave it, then that means our anchor's doing good. You can see the wind's been up to 36 knots. And right now it's 30 knots. You see down here in the bottom.
Oh my goodness.
And all the wonderful sounds above from rope shaking and
Our alarm started beeping. What? And so turn on the windlass. It's on. So we are kind of panicking. Well, not panicking, just crazy, and we're going way off track. And so Mom and Dad are up there trying to fix it. Crazy, and so yeah, we're not really having fun. Okay, so the bimini thing started getting unzipped from the metal poles that used to put it back and forth, and so
Speak louder, Maddie. Might not be able to hear you.
me and Lissa had to run out here and
Pull the metal pole forward so Maddie could
untie it, then push it back, and then we had to pull the, what do you call it? This stuff, had to pull it back where it used to be when it was zipped and tie it before it got blown away. So it was pretty hectic, and it's still pretty hectic with the waves and
speak louder and big gusts.
us trying to anchor and stuff like that. It's crazy.
you need to get up closer. Going around the corner.
No, don't go anywhere. Just go into. We're turning around because it's too scary.
No, just around the point.
There's a cloud of mist coming.
I know.
Ready for
Ready,
some?
what?
I don't feel it. Can you close the door this one? Yep. The mist is chasing us.
All right, time to go check the anchor again. You might be wondering why I dived to check the anchor. Well, there are many variables that can affect how well your anchor holds, which basically correlates to how well you sleep at night. And after today's events, I was going to need a good night's sleep. An anchor that is well dug into the sand or mud is really well set and it'll hold the boat. However, a rocky or grassy bottom could mean that the anchor may slide across the surface, so that's why I dive on the anchor. Also, the bonus of getting my gear on is I get to go explore. Highs and lows of sailing, you know, some of the most beautiful places in the world, but some of them try to kill you, like yesterday. The bay that was supposed to be protected from the wind from the south didn't really pan out as such, so we were actually driven out of it, and the winds got up to probably almost 50 miles an hour, and the boat was turning sideways and yanked the anchor out, and we started dragging across the bay into deeper water, and so then we had to pull the anchor up and try and find a place that we could hide. And so we found this little bay, but the problem with this bay is a lot of the shores here in Turkey are very abrupt, and then it goes pretty deep if you get very far offshore. So even though there's a lot of sand to set the anchor, instead of a full 360-degree circle for the anchor alarm, we could only set a half circle, because if we went towards the south end, the shore would get shallow very quickly. But it provided us protection, more protection than the other bays. Even though this wasn't marked as an anchorage spot, it worked out pretty good. And we got a few hours of sleep, probably 4 or 5 hours of sleep, so I'll be napping today. We're headed down to the south side because the winds are supposed to go back to the north, and we're going to get some internet signals so we can watch some general conference. So it's a beautiful morning. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. The misty mountains, and then it's going to be a beautiful sunrise. So yeah, highs and lows. Today's definitely, this morning is a high. You know, the calm waters, and if we have a little bit of a breeze to do some sailing, that will be a definite high today too. So gotta get going.
The fun continues. We're just driving along, no signs of trash or anything anywhere, and the props start sounding funny. So we bring in the sails, we stop the engine, and
Tired of you people throwing your trash in the ocean!
Vince is getting ready to put on his wetsuit again, go underneath and clean that up. So he discovered that we put the waterproof camera underwater, and you can see that there's a trash bag or something wrapped around the props. So yay!
This is probably a seed bag that was on shore somewhere, non-biodegradable, very strong, reusable, but somebody just lost contact with it, and you know, everything ends up in this great big blue garden. You know, when the wind blows and it stops here, it doesn't blow when it hits the water, it starts sinking and floating, and you can see the netting you know, it'd be real easy for small fish or something to get caught or trapped in there. And this thing would sit in the ocean for probably months and months and not biodegrade, and then end up on a beach somewhere or in a propeller somewhere when somebody's trying to get somewhere. So yeah, I doubt a rope cutter would even do much for that thing. So yeah, let's get rid of plastics. So this is our summertime shower. After a swim, it's just a quick rinse down with fresh water, and then we don't have to shower. Little biodegradable soap that's environmentally safe to wash the dirty parts, and then just rinse off with fresh water when we get out. So yeah, that's our shower on the back of the boat. All right, we just pulled into Datca. I think it's pronounced, it's got a weird letter, so I'm not sure. It's 70 degrees. We're loving the southern med so far. This is awesome. It's a beautiful little bay we're here in. We're gonna go into the old town tonight, treat the kids to some pizza after some horror nights in the last bays with the storm that just passed through. Kids are just out here sunning, drying off because they went for a swim, tried their little wetsuits because the water's still kind of chilly.
Si impara presto e così naturale. Mi hanno detto che puoi respirare. Ogni secondo non ci devi pensare. Oggi invece posso dirti che non è vero e sai perché. Si respira dove l'aria c'è, dove l'aria c'è. Si respira dove l'aria c'è, dove l'aria c'è, dove l'aria cieca si insinua, si respira, dove l'aria c'è, dove l'aria c'è, dove l'aria cieca si insinua dentro te. L'ho scoperto dove veramente l'aria comincia se sparisce la gente. L'aria comincia dove il sole si arrende e col suo alone colora l'orizzonte. Si respira.
Teamwork! Woo!
What did you do, Brenda? I don't do that. I don't do anything. Remember? I don't.